What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Recently, Earfun did an update on the Free Pro 3s to version 0.2.1, which included multiple noise canceling settings that you can choose from, and also wind reduction settings. So I did do a head-to-head with the Free Pro 3s in my previous video, which I left it at default because that feature was not available for the Free Pro 3s, so I wanted to keep it fair. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump in to that update, and we're going to test out the ANC with those new features. As you can hear, I don't know if you can hear from the mic, I got good wind, so we can also test the wind noise reduction. I got traffic behind the camera with the Pennsylvania Turnpike, or right over this way. I got traffic from the streets on this side. I don't know if you can hear, there's a leaf blower that's going to maybe pop in and pop in and out rather, from one of my neighbors. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Let me put that up. We'll get into the app here. As you can see, I do have the Free Pro 3s in my ear. So let's go ahead and dive into the app. All right, let me pull this over. As you can see, we are currently in ambient mode. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and switch it over to noise canceling. All right, I just got the audio notification of noise canceling. We are in. First thing we're going to try and test out is we're going to test out the wind noise reduction. All right, so let's go ahead and turn that on. Now it's on. I'm just going to show you again. It's on. Now I could hear like wind blowing across through my ears and everything like that. This is mainly for mic calls, like if you're on a phone call or anything like that. This is mainly for that, but I wanted to go ahead and give it a test and see if it would help out with actual noise around me. And it did just a slight change in the noise, like the rustling of the leaves and the wind blowing across my face. I could feel it. I could hear it just a little bit. So there's that. Again, the wind noise cancellation is more for phone calls, but I wanted to cover that as well. So let's go ahead. We're going to jump back into default first. All right, now we're in default. Again, I can still hear some. I'm making sure everything is secure. I can still hear some of the turnpike traffic this way. I can hear just a little bit of the traffic that's over this way on the street here. Let's go ahead and switch over to number 2, or okay, ears 1, because they're different site for different ears. There's an actual plane taking off from the airport, which is close to my home, and I can hear that. I know you can hear it through the mic, but I can also hear that with default. So let's go ahead to ear number 1. All right. Okay, I could tell the difference. The plane passing over got just a little bit quieter. The noise from the turnpike, I can't hear now. So that's pretty good. So that's a little higher decibel with the airplane as opposed to the traffic or the turnpike. I cannot hear that, which is great. I like that. That's a good sound. That's a good response there, rather. And the traffic here on the other side, here on the street that runs behind my house, I can't hear anything now. It's a good chance that there is no cars at this moment. So I'm just going to rate it on the turnpike, which is a little further than the street behind me, but I could still hear traffic going back and forth, and that's steady. But right now on ears number 1, I cannot hear that. So let's go ahead and do ears number 2. All right, now we in ears number 2. And it's peeking through. The traffic is peeking through a little bit. There is some traffic now moving on the street behind my house. That's how I know it's slight, but I can hear vehicles moving. I do like ears number 1 so far out of the three that I tested. The default number 1 and number 2. So far, number 1 is leading the way. All right, so let's go ahead and do number 3. All right, noise. Now we're on noise canceling number 3, and this one is the least impressive of the 3. If I had to choose this, because now the traffic from the turnpike is a little bit more prominent. Not as much as number 2. Definitely nowhere near number 1. Number 1 had it completely blocked out for my ears. And default, I could hear it just a little bit, but definitely, I could definitely hear it. Again, these are different ear styles, ear shapes. So what I'm getting for my ears was going to be different from what you're going to get on your ears when you try this update with these earbuds. I highly recommend that you go ahead and do that. Give it a shot, and then let me know in the comments what you think and which number you went with as far as the noise canceling options you have here. If you stuck with default, let me know that too. Right now, I think number 1 is best for me when it comes to noise canceling with these guys. So I'm going to rock out with number 1 whenever I'm using these earbuds. Let me see. Yeah, these guys are great right here where I need them. So this has been a quick retest of the noise canceling for the Earfun Free Pro 3s. I don't know why I keep getting those naming conventions mixed up. Firmware version 0.2.1. By all means, go out and get it. It'll definitely help you out there with noise canceling, and hopefully one of these 3 options that they've added fits your ears perfectly and gives you that great seal, that great noise canceling. That also, again, helps with audio when you get it. All right, if you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe and notification bell. That way you're notified when I'm dropping videos like this and other ones. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.